right. Need some help holding it? Here, I can, this is private. You might be able to sit up there. Okay, down here, say their name square. This is on the corner of East State Street and what we have here? Corner of East State Street and First Street. All right, sorry about that. All right, First Street, East State Street, and then we put it up Michael Sago Jr.'s memorial right here. Again, just another reminder, we want people from the community, feel free, people from the community, come out, leave flowers, leave stuffed animals, leave balloons. We're gonna have candles that we burn here at night. We just wanna make sure that people are understanding that each one of these families are still touched by these things. Us as a community, until we start, we must address these things. Each person and each family who have went through these things, we have to make sure that we are doing everything we can to make sure that these families know that they aren't alone, that the things that they've went through and experienced haven't been forgotten, and that we understand that we cannot afford as black people and as a community in Rockford to wait for these things to happen to us, for us to be involved. We can't wait for these things to happen to our friends or to our neighbors or to our loved ones. We have to start doing the job of seeing our brothers and sisters and everybody that we encounter and everybody in these communities and all the people who deal with these same roadblocks and these same forms of oppression that we have and that we have for generations. And so we have to tap into that empathy, we have to tap into that understanding, into that humanity, and we have to tap into that connection. You know, and so this is what I want people to see these. We want people to see these names and see these pictures. And we want people to, every time that they come down here, whether it's to shop at the Rockford Art Deli or they come to City Hall for a City Hall meeting, if they come in downtown to Rockford, we want them to see the other side of Rockford. We want them to see the things that other people in Rockford have experienced. We want them to understand the difference that just having a different skin color has, the difference that being raised in a different neighborhood or a different community, how those things permanently alter people's lives. And so we need to do a job to make sure that we're working to make sure that my son doesn't have to have the same injustice that Michael Sago had done to him. Making sure that your son and your family members don't have these same injustices done. And we cannot afford to wait for it to be a personal battle. We have too many people who it's already been made personal for them. What we need to be doing is we need to be being cushions for those people. We need to be being support for those people and for those families. And so, right here at on East State Street and First Street, we want people to see these faces, see these names. And again, you know, we've had issues with memorials being taken down by the city of Rockford and in accordance with the Rockford Police Department. But every time these memorials get taken down, we putting them back up. The city has been able to go decades with pretending like some of these issues don't happen, and we're hiding these things and sweeping them under the rug, and that time is over with now. So if they want to take down, let's just fight past. This city can no longer be Black Lives Matter signs up in random places and T-shirts up that they have and these arbitrary news conferences. The names of these people, these families, these officers are still going on about their lives who did these things. The prosecutors and the judges who allowed these things to happen and no justice to be served are still going on about their lives as if nothing has happened. And it's been too long in Rockford where it's been a business as usual mindset after a young black man is gunned down, or after somebody is gunned down while they are and no justice is given. It's been too long where it's just business as usual. So it's no more business as usual in Rockford, Illinois. And so this is what it's looking like downtown. All right, here we go. Yep. Again, we want people to come, add to the memorials, drop off flowers, drop off candles, drop off stuffed animals. The same way you know the name of Trayvon Martin, the same way you know the name of Michael Brown and Freddie Gray, and rightfully so. You need to know the name of Michael Sago. You living in Rockford, Illinois, you need to know the name of Michael Sago. You watching the Derek Chauvin trial, and you thinking about George Floyd and George Floyd's family, you need to think about Michael Sago Jr.'s family. This happened right here. This is right here in Rockford, Illinois. This is in this city. This city. And this is not, and this is, and it is not, just like it ain't no, my fault, Rabbit.
Nah, you good.
And I want people to understand too that it says 2011 on here, but anybody who has ever lost somebody knows that time don't mean nothing. That time don't mean nothing once a loss is happening. And you can go up and down this street, and you can see these years get closer and closer to the present day. So we can't pretend as if these things have been solved or these issues have been solved. We can't afford that. We can't afford that, or my son will be down here putting memorials up for another generation, or somebody else's son or daughter will be down here putting memorials up for another generation, and it could be my son on the memorial or your son on the memorial. So we got to organize as a community, mobilize as a community, and we have to empathize as a community, and we have to make sure that we never forget these people. We never forget Michael Sago Jr. We never forget Michael Sago Jr.'s family, because this is what the price of freedom looks like. This is what the price of liberty looks like. This is what oppression and exploitation. These are the things that they result in when they go unchecked. All right, so we just want people to come down here, leave flowers, leave candles, balloons, anything, take a picture. We just want to make sure that we embracing our community members who have dealt with these unspeakable tragedies and who have not received any justice from these tragedies. All right, we outside, man.